Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome to some good old all-star action here in the Nemesis Gaming League. You know what it is. I'm joined here by the one, the only, the all-star himself, actually, Jaegers. How's it going?
Doing pretty good, merely. Can't really complain. It's gonna be a long night, a lot of content, and I'm ready for it.
Oh, absolutely. We've got a big stream laid out for today. Starting off pretty quickly here with the GM Showdowns, the classic. You already know. We got the East versus the West. I believe the West actually has an advantage in this matchup, if I'm not mistaken. Need to find the quotas. It's been a while, but looking at these rosters here, we've got Rockerman, Smooth, Jarhead, DJD on one side. We got Cream, Q, Mallow, and Arrow. I thought that was Sans for a second, but actually is Arrow on the other side. Who do you see taking this matchup?
Well, you see, merely it's not Arrow, it's Sans' stunt double. So it's really Sans. It's not actually Arrow. But I do see Sans popping off tonight. So I'm gonna have to take the West in this one. I think it's gonna be a 2-game sweep. I don't think we're gonna see the 4v4 chaos.
Man, well, you gotta hope we do see the chaos. It's always nice when we get to see everyone actually playing some Rocket League. But we'll start out here with the first modes first. We won't spoil exactly what they are just yet, as we're still waiting for a few people to get up in this lobby. But yeah, with that said, I mean, the advantage in this one, mechanics is going to be a big part, but more so than that, even is adaptability. Whenever you're going into these modes, some of them are a little bit crazy, and I feel like we might see some unexpected twists here.
Absolutely, and like with these odder modes, it really can go either way. Like mechanics don't really play a big part until the not gonna spoil anything towards the end of the series, but I don't know. It's going to be very goofy, merely, and I'm here for it. I'm not quite sure what to expect.
Yeah, one thing's for sure, it's always goofy, it's always a good time. And yeah, so since we're still waiting on these people to join up, I mean, since you are a resident prospect all-star here, I gotta ask you, Jaegers, how confident you feeling heading into your match later on?
Well, merely confidence is a virtue. I'm always confident, never cocky. And yeah, I mean, cocky would be saying we're sweeping them. Confidence would be saying we're winning in 4. So I'm confident going into this one, merely.
I'm not exactly sure if that's the defining factor between cockiness and confidence, but you sound
That's how
so
it goes.
confident while saying it, I'll 100% believe you. So look forward to seeing if that prediction rings true later on when we are in the Prospect League. For now, still waiting on these GMs to join up. I've been pretty good, Arrow. How you been, buddy? You ready to come out here and give it all you got? I think you are. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's not Arrow. That's Sand Stump Double.
Sand stunt double and foam stunt double.
So we'll have to see if they're gonna try to mimic their play styles. If Arrow will try to step up and play as well as Sands can.
It's going to be very difficult for Arrow to do, in my opinion, just because of how big of a personality Sands is, and I don't know. Those are some big shoes to fill.
Those are some pretty big shoes to fill. Indeed, foam as well. That's not an easy role to play. We're still waiting. The director of our league still is not in the lobby. What's this guy doing out here?
I'm not sure if he knows how it works. Merely, I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much experience. We'll give him a
Yeah,
break here.
yeah, yeah. Give him a chance.
And I'm trying to find the records here of the GM Showdown. I'm struggling to remember. I feel like it's
The,
been one-sided. Okay, here
it's
we
not
go.
really
East.
it's not really one sided. I would
Actually, no.
say.
East leads 4-3. They've won the last couple in a row. I don't know if East is gonna take it though. I feel like we might get tied up here in the series all-time score.
Most definitely. Fingers crossed. I mean, get that content going into season 9. But yeah, no. Barring something insane, I see the West taking this one.
And, with that said, also, the only division that is completely undefeated right now, the one we'll have in just a few here, novices are actually undefeated in the West. They lead 5-0 right now. And I don't know. I don't know if that's going to continue or if East is finally going to pull back. Last season, actually, East got reverse swept from West. That was a chaotic bit. But it looks like we do finally have everyone in the lobby. We get to see some GM showdown action. We got some of y'all's favorite GMs, maybe your least favorite GMs. I don't know how you feel about these guys. But anyway, around it, they're going to come out. And we're going to start off with a little bit of drop shot here. With a little bit of a twist, it is going to be Boomer Ball. So that just means drop shot, but good luck saving the ball from hitting the ground.
Oh my goodness, and right away Arrow puts it not in the back of the net, through the ground, and I mean he didn't really have to do much there. It kind of just bounced off the ground, bounced off the ceiling and into the ground. I guess 5 seconds in, we already have a lead for the West.
Yeah, if you want to stop the ball from going in your half, keeping it away from your half is the first strat. And if you can read those ceiling bounces insanely quickly, then you should be good. But much easier said than done. As we saw there already, Dan's stunt double coming in hot. So we've got more action. This one's going to go high over. Coming right back around, but the ball's sent, and it's just so fast. It's just bouncing on the floor. It might go in again. Arrow barely makes the touch. A clutch save from him to keep the ball out for now.
Yeah, no, merely if I'm not mistaken, I did come up with the idea for the Boomer Ball drop shot last season, and I was told I would be crazy for it, and it looks like it's working out well for DJD, tying up this game, and this ball is just so unpredictable. Merely, I'm not really sure what's happening here.
And you just have to intercept off the ceiling. There's no way you can let it bounce twice in the same position, or else you are just completely dead. But it moves so fast. I still think you might be a little bit crazy for suggesting this one, but it seems to be an even game thus far. Really, even with a prediction, it's hard to say who has the advantage here. This ball's still bouncing off the ceiling, coming down fast. Arrow able to get a piece of it. And the game moves so fast. You need a little bit of RNG as well as mechanics. As Arrow trying to show off his. That's 3 players up over here for the West. So they're slowing down just a little bit, but ball bounces. Big damage on the half of West once again. They're trying to get it going. This one going to be sent all the way across. More damage on the pitch. They just need one good bounce here. Could make something happen, but the ceiling, so hard to read. No one can get a piece. It's finally sent out, and we're seeing things settle down a little bit here. A goal hasn't been scored in well over a minute, as things seems like players are starting to get a grasp on the game mode here, Jaegers.
I mean, more or less, they're still just flailing around. It looks like merely it's just a few good bounces here and there. Saving some nets, but I mean the 4v4 really does help here. It gets some bodies in some areas that normally would be open, and that's why we haven't had that many goals in this one.
It would seem that way. You just don't want to get stuck in that same chain. The ceiling bounce has resulted in both goals so far. That one luckily will be blue on the blue side. It's going high over. Q might have a chance here, but it's sent all the way back to his own half. The ball speeds up so much on every bounce. And that could be a goal. Arrow will get another one as the ceiling bounce proves fateful.
And, we're so used to Arrow scoring really mechanical goals, but, I mean, this just hasn't been the case. These last 2 goals, they've just bounced off the ground, bounced off the ceiling, and bounced off of the ground again. It's those shots are the most dangerous in Boomer Ball drop shot.
They're the only ones that have gone in so far, but there's a lot of damage on this west side now. They have to be real careful, try to get some sort of buffer. Doing well keeping the ball out for now. That's big damage onto the east side. And not the touch that Q wanted. Arrow's still trying to get mechanical with it. Almost intercepts that one. He's not quite able to. Arrow with big damage. That one could just go in. A huge save. Rockerman and Q combining to keep that one out of the net. But it's so fast, it's headed straight for the goal, or the hole in the floor, whatever you call it. Won't quite come to fruition for West, but they just really need one more.
Oh
And there
my
it
goodness,
is,
Arrow.
with the hat trick. And I mean, we might have said that mechanics wouldn't play a huge part, but the most mechanical player in the lobby definitely having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, happens 2 times. It's a coincidence, right? Happens 3rd time. He has to be doing something right here, merely. And I mean, he's just leading his team to victory in this one.
And the East, meanwhile, struggling to get this ball. Luckily, no one touched it from the West.
Oh.
So it's Arrow looking for the bounce. A little bit unfortunate. Rockerman gets a good touch to prevent huge damage there. That's going to be sent all the way across. The East still struggling to find any of these cracks. Meanwhile, West running all over them. This one just passing back and forth. It's so fast, no one can hit it. Finally, someone from the East gets a touch, but it's sent right back into their own half. Arrow with a huge dunk that was a millimeter away from going in. It's still dangerous. Arrow trying to get a touch, and once again, he's just shooting so close. Seems like he's always in the air, and he manages to... Was that a triple touch over like 30 seconds? What is this man doing?
He was just taking his time in the air, double touch, triple touch into the bottom of the net. The man just keeps popping off. That's 4 goals for Arrow. This man is soloing this showdown.
And that was just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, in Boomer Ball, you don't really expect anyone to be able to control their touches, but Arrow coming out and showing off now with the 4-1. East going to have to get a couple of huge goals very quickly here if they want any chance at winning. They will get some damage. That opens up a lot of floor. Now they just have to try to get something fast to the other side. That one's so close to going in, but it's just off. That's more damage back the other way. Can't afford to let anything more, but with 15 seconds left, it looks like it just might be over. A huge punch out. I don't even know how that one didn't go in. With 8 seconds left, it looks like the West will be taking game 1 here, and I mean, who said Boomer Ball drop shot wouldn't be entertaining?
No, it's very entertaining. A few good goals there by Sands' stunt double, and I mean he's just setting the tone for this whole series. Their Arrow is saying he used to main Boomer mode, so he's already a veteran at it. And man, I'm just ready for the next match, merely.
I definitely am. You know, me personally, I thought Boomer Ball drop shot would have a bit more RNG. There were some RNG moments, but for the most part, it was just Arrow kind of being faster and taking control of the match. For this next one, we're gonna have quite a few more RNG factors, which I'm excited for. But with this lead, I think you might be right here, Jaegers. I don't know if we're going to 3.
Yeah, just looking at Arrow had a score of 1,600, and I don't really play drop shot too much, but I mean, in any game mode, that's ridiculous. But this next one, a little bit more RNG, like you were saying, merely ×2 boost low gravity, and Tokyo Underpass to top it all off. I haven't played this on this match since I was gold, so I forgot this was still in the game, if I'm being completely honest.
And don't forget to mention it's also Rumble. So with some power-ups here, with the low gravity, could see some kooky stuff. We'll see what they have to say about this if Rockerman's double almost comes to fruition. It was actually on his own net. I don't think he wanted to go that way. Maybe a little bit of color blindness there. We'll see if Arrow just runs over everyone again. With this many power-ups, it's hard to say exactly what will happen on the pitch right now. We're just seeing everyone flying past the ball. A huge pinch to the other side. And a clutch, what do you call it, switcheroo there on the goal line to save from the double tap going in. The ball is dangerous in the West half right now. Here comes Q with the magnet. Huge air dribble. Almost gets it through, but the plunger at the last second keeps it out of the net. A great play there from Rockerman. And this one could be a shot opportunity, but Jarhead can't quite get the touch. Wanted to redirect that one, but a few close opportunities. Nothing resulting in goals just yet. And this is where the adaptability really is going to come to shine.
Oh,
That was a huge... Oh my goodness, so many freezes coming out if Rockerman could get there, but he can't. Smooth going up for the ball. So much chaos.
I can't imagine how anyone could get consistent with Rumble. It seems like such a cluster. Anything could happen. Arrow's just going to air dribble it with those spikes into the back of the net for the first goal of the game. The man has 5 goals in 2 matches so far.
And he cannot be stopped. He gets the spikes. It's a cheat code. Even with 4 power-ups on the other team, there was only one person left in net. And you could see the fear in their eyes as Sans stunt double went right back at them. But East gonna immediately get a kickoff goal somehow here. And I don't really know what happened.
Yeah, Smooth is just better. Rockman and Smooth combining for the pinch, and I mean that's all it takes. East dominance. Maybe West wants to go to game 3 for the content. Regardless, the game is now tied up.
I respect playing for the content. I'm not sure anyone really knows what's happening in this lobby.
No.
This one going high off the backboard. Cream gets boosted
Cream?
to the ceiling. Tries to plunger it somewhere near the net, but you kind of just have to hope and pray sometimes. Smooth can't quite get the plunger on target. DJD with a huge shot coming through, and Q catches it with his spikes. Trying to take it all the way. Shouldn't be able to. This one's still dangerous. West trying to get up to it. This one going into the west half. Sans stunt double, opts to use the plunger, or the grapple, excuse me. Sans almost hits it. Oh my goodness. Going for some highlight reel plays here. Not quite working out that time. The freeze messes up the defense. Smooth trying to get up to this one. We'll be able to get the flip reset. And it really seems like this 2x boost is really messing with the player's ability here to accurately aerial. A lot of the times it's seems a bit... Oh, wait. Cream just going to run away with this one. No one in net this time, and the plunger for the win.
Yeah, merely nobody expects the plunger. Cream just got to grab the ball and take it back the other way to put his team back on top again. And yeah, what you were saying about the boost is it's so hard with even like a little bit different magnification of boost. Just because you're so used to using the boost, especially higher ranked players, like it's just, I'm not sure which word to say. More like a flow state. You just know how to use it, and just any time the boost just gets changed, even a tiny bit, it could be detrimental.
Absolutely. I mean, that muscle memory is pretty much what we all rely on to hit the ball consistently. When that's messed with, it can make things very difficult. So far, though, West still looking like they're in control of this one. All it takes is one breakthrough here from the East to tie it back up. 1 minute and a half remaining.
Whew.
This one going to go over the head of West. Stunt double with an insane demo. And East trying to press forward. Smooth with the magnet. This could be huge, but the punch blocks it away. A huge counter. And now Arrow looking for the double touch. Gets one touch. Might have the double here if they let him. And no, it's so close. But he can't quite get it. The follow-up from Cream tries to boost it in. It's going everywhere around the goal, but still the East avoiding going down by 2.
Yeah, I mean, East, if they want to come back in this series, they have to win this one. And going down by 2 in any situation is not good, especially with a minute left. So they did their best to keep it out, but Jarhead is just going to tie it up. And 30 seconds left, we could be going to OT.
And a huge play there by Jarhead, using the very last of his magnet to pull the ball close to him and backflip. Just barely sneaking it past. Now 2-2. East has to press forward here if they want to come back in the series. Take us to game 3. Here comes DJD, gets one touch. Can't quite find the follow-up, though. Cream going to try to pass this one out. It's open mostly, but Q uses his punch a little bit prematurely. Now this one's sent back into the west half. Sans stunt double up for it once again. The ball being sent back and forth. It's a game of ping pong now. West playing a little bit more defensively, maybe realizing this isn't as in the bag as they maybe thought it was. Q getting this one forward, and that might just be a breakaway. It's going to come out. Jarhead will grapple up to it. And now with spikes, Cream has an opportunity to end it, but he gets punched away. He won't be able to make it happen. We will be heading to overtime here, Jaegers.
Yeah, and it looked like the West was so close to allowing a goal in those final seconds. Did well to get the ball away. And honestly, this West team is picking up right where they left off with the aggression. Arrow / Sands doing whatever he can to put the ball in the back of the net. And, you know, from the way it looks like Arrow's a bit of a rumble main himself as well.
Yeah, and I think that really speaks volumes to the ability to higher ranked players to just adapt to pretty much any situation. I mean, that's the most key factor as
Oh
foam
my
stunt double.
goodness.
Actually, it'll be Mallow putting an end to this series with the spikes, breaks through 2 defenders, and that will be GG's.
And I'm not even sure the mechanics on that. Like he had the 50, but then he just deployed the spikes and it immediately canceled out the 50. West going to take in 2. Smooth saying luck in the chat 3 times over. 4 times over, but I mean that good work by the West, just making quick work of the East.
And it looks like the 2-0 prediction did come through. Now West actually tying up the all-time score in GM Showdown. So we're at 4-4 now. Pretty even throughout the seasons, throughout the years. This time it will be West taking it pretty convincingly. I mean, when you got Arrow on your team, when you have Sand stunt double on your team, it's gonna be a pretty clear-cut path to victory, I feel like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, anytime you have Arrow on really any roster, it's a dangerous roster. So the fact that I was in a GM Showdown with a bunch of non-Titan players, it was pretty much easy raps, merely.
Either way, this will conclude the GM Showdown portion, but this is just the beginning, the first appetizer of the night. Next up, we've got the real 5-6 course meal, as we will be heading into the actual all-star matches. Hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of silliness in the beginning, and we'll be right back after a short break for the rest of the all-stars. See you guys soon.
Hand, 100-second chance, one more dance, little bit of romance. Go ahead and take my hand. 100-second chance. I think I've had enough of you. I don't have time for you. I don't wanna see this through. Had it with the things you do. I think I've had enough of you. I don't have time for you. I don't wanna see this through. I think I've had enough of you. I don't have time for you. I don't wanna see this through. Had it with the things you do. I think I've had enough of you. I don't have time for you. I don't wanna see this through. But maybe, just maybe, one more dance, little bit of romance. Go ahead and take my hand. 100-second chance, one more dance, little bit of romance. Go ahead and take my hand. 100-second chance.